Hey guys, had a few people asking me about my thoughts on the new Saosin album. Since it did kind of come out, it's not technically out yet, but they had it available to stream the other day, and I took advantage of that because I've been waiting for the new Saosin stuff for a long time now, and I gotta say, it's a solid album. It really, really is. I was definitely a little afraid because I didn't necessarily fall in love with what Anthony did in the first EP, and I never really got into Circa Survive that much. That being said, he is absolutely a better singer than Cove ever was. And I was also a little skeptical about what Bo could do with no Justin in the band. Justin still is one of my favorite guitar players out there. He's got a really great style, and I don't know. I was hopeful that it was going to be good. So I'm definitely happy with the way that it turned out. Um, Guitars are surprisingly great. I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they are. That being said, I think that if Justin was still in the band, they would be just that one step higher. But what are you gonna do? Um, but there's definitely some songs that make me feel like Justin never left, in a sense. One of them was I think it was called Illusion Control, I believe. That one sounds just like an old Saosin song to me anyway. It honestly sounds like it could have been on the first full-length album, which obviously is a little different since it's a different singer now. But so there's definitely songs that definitely have a new feel to them, and some that kind of sound like those older ones a bit, which is cool. Keeps both people happy. The ones that want Saosin to be exactly what they used to be, and the few that want something a little different. That being said, I was never a huge fan of screaming in music that much. There's definitely a place for it at times, not all the time. And while Anthony's not screaming all the time, he does scream a lot on this album, and it's not something that I was really expecting, and it's not ideal for me personally. He does do a good job at it. It's not like he sounds like he's struggling or anything, but the last few Saosin albums with Cove, he barely screamed at all. It was mostly just clean vocals. There was a little bit here and there, but yeah, I don't think it was overdone. And even on the first EP with Anthony, I mean, there was definitely more screaming, but it wasn't as dominant as it is on this album. So I don't know, that's going to take some getting used to for me personally, but I do think the songs are good enough that I'll eventually just get into it, and I won't really notice it anymore. So that being said, I don't think there's really any weak songs on the album. I think everything sounds pretty solid. The production's great. The mixing mastering's great, which I'm pretty sure Bo did. The drums are incredible. Alex is an awesome drummer. Every song he does is incredible. And everything else just sounds great. Sounds super tight, and I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are going to be really disappointed with this album. It's great to see Anthony back in the band, and it's great that Saosin's just still going now, because they were a band that didn't necessarily have to get back together, and it's very cool that they did. So there's some spots and some songs where it gets surprisingly fast or surprisingly heavy, which I really like. There's definitely parts in some songs that you wouldn't necessarily think are coming, which is great. I don't really have any specific songs in mind because I'm still learning song titles and everything like that, but it's a really solid album. Definitely worth checking out. I think it's out this Friday. I don't remember the exact date. 21st or 22nd or something. 20th, I guess. I think it's the 20th. So definitely check it out. Like I said, the vocals may be a little hard to get used to for some of you, but overall, it's a great solid album. You know, I don't really know exactly what kind of genre to call it because they were always one of those bands that fell into a couple different ones, maybe like a post rock or post hardcore or something. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Either way, definitely check it out. They got a few singles up right now that are awesome. I really like the Silver String a lot, and I forget what the other ones are called. Who cares? Just check them out. They're really good. And I don't know. That's about all I got. So let me know what you guys think, and if you want any more CD reviews or anything, feel free to let me know. See you later.